G'day, good morning guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Jimmy Trades here for your Tuesday daily dose of analysis. Let's start by making sure you guys are subbed to the channel. I did actually reach 500 subs yesterday, which was amazing. There's been a few that have dropped off, so I'd love to get right back to that 500 subs and exceed it. I want to keep growing the channel. I want to keep providing you guys with as much value as possible. So please sub, share the channel around, make sure you like the video and click that notification button. That way you will always get notified when I have a new video coming. Alright guys, let's move over to the calendar. That's where we always start. I'm going to move through today reasonably quickly. I've been working very labor intensive work actually at my place, been knocking down a fence and retaining wall and in the process of rebuilding that, so spending the days outside trying to get that done. It's taken a bit of a toll, so I didn't trade last night. Well, last night for me, New York AM I should say. I may not trade New York AM today either, but we can still get our analysis done and provide you guys with my insights. So let's get into it. So looking at today, we have ISM manufacturing, PMI and JOLTS job openings at 10 a.m. So just looking to take a position after news today. So after the 10 a.m. news is when I would be hunting for a position. I wouldn't do it before. I would just be waiting till after the news. Okay, let's head over to the chart. So here we are on NQ. So we're still playing around at this bearish FEG. So we see yesterday's candle didn't or was unable to displace lower. It did move lower and then was brought back up. But using the most recent information, that's our bearish FEG. Therefore, I'm going to continue with the bearish bias. So I'm going to keep that bearish bias at this stage, and then I'll be looking for price to move, you know, to this low here or down to this low, keeping that bearish idea in mind, moving from internal to external. If we pull this across, price did respect this bullish order block. So just keeping that in mind, we have respected that order block there. Do we have any SMT with ES? Let's have a look. What's happened here? Here we go. Okay. If anything, there was probably a bullish SMT between these lows, between the Wednesday low and Monday low. You can see NQ made a lower low, whereas ES made a higher low. And ES also respected the order block here. So this may be a case for bullish price action. However, I look at where price is located, or the most recent information, and that is that we are moving from this bearish FVG on the daily. Alright, let's move on to the hourly structure, see what we can find down there. Hopefully the music that I play is not too loud, so if it is, please leave a comment. Please let me know. You know, I'm always happy to fine tune the videos. So we're to sweep here. Is that Wednesday low? It was the Wednesday low. We had a sweep of Wednesday low of the Wednesday last week. And it looks like we've actually formed a bullish breaker here on the hourly. With a rather here, a change in the state of delivery. So a bullish change in the state of delivery. You can see price has actually respected this quite nicely. We have the equal highs. High resistance liquidity. We also have this as low resistance liquidity through here. So there's a little bit of a bullish case here for today on the hourly structure. So as I come in closer to New York Open, I'll be revisiting the charts and seeing how price has played out between now and then. It's only 5 AM, so there's still a couple of hours before New York Open. So a lot can happen between now and then. So if we're going to continue to see bullish price action, then we want to see price respect this bullish breaker and the change in the state of delivery. Obviously we have a nice draw on liquidity here and through here as well. So there is a nice case for bullish price action today. So at the moment for me, my daily bias and my hourly structure aren't aligned, which means for me I need them aligned to take a position. Alright, let's have a look at ES then. As we already noted, ES respecting the bullish order block. You know, are we targeting new all-time highs once again this week? There certainly is potential for that. Using the recent information though, we've had a sweep of an external high. Therefore, this gives us a bearish bias. So I'd be looking for price to move lower, see if it can disrespect this bullish order block. But keeping it as simple as we've swept external, this is the current point of interest. Therefore, we want to look for a bearish move today. Now, keeping in mind that just because we form a bias, or we form a bias to give ourselves an opportunity to enter the market. The bias helps us frame an idea. And quite often on any given day, a bearish unicorn might play out, or a bullish, or both. So, you know, using bias to frame an idea is all we're doing here. You know, like if we look at yesterday, there was a NQ short on the 1 minute during New York Open. The candle closed bullish on the day, but that's irrelevant. A position presented itself that aligned with our bias and we're able to take a position. So that's what we're using bias for. Doesn't mean, yes, okay, yesterday we had a bearish bias, but the candle closed bullish, and you know, it doesn't mean, oh, well, we got our bias wrong. Not at all. We are using our bias to frame an idea. If the bias and the hourly structure align, and we get an entry function that sets up to our rules, then we can take a position. So on the hourly structure here for ES, we have a similar setup, not exactly the same as NQ, but similar, where we have this bullish unicorn. We have a stop hunt here, or high resistance liquidity. The price has already swept this high, so that's something to note. Okay, but what we're going to see is, will price respect the bullish change in the state of delivery here, or this order block, or both? Sorry, not order block, breaker block. Okay, too many blocks. I'm gonna have to start making my own names up for things. Okay, so if price respects the bullish change in the state of delivery and the breaker block, then we're going to see higher prices. What we want to see for a bearish bias is that we start to disrespect these levels. Okay, but the hourly structure does look like at the moment that it is starting to move to a bullish profile. Okay, let's move over to oil. There we go, some interesting stuff from our markups yesterday. Let's delete that. We had this low resistance liquidity through here. Gobbled up. It's been gobbled up today. I'm not sure if there's news or something to do with any wars or anything. I haven't been on the computer much at all today, so I'm not sure what's going on, but gee, we've had a sell-off in the last few hours. London certainly sold oil off. So let's jump out to the daily. Clean that chart up. All right, so we had a bearish bias yesterday because we were pushing out of this bearish FVG. We did get a small close, you know, price did close lower, but overall, if there was an opportunity on CL, you may have got one either way, because the wick on either side is almost identical. So moving forward, we now see price has swept our external level here, which is also aligned with this bullish FVG. And when we have two PD arrays aligned like this, I do tend to find this is a stronger area for price to move from. So I will be looking for a bullish setup today. So bullish on the daily, moving from, in this case, we have external and internal aligned, and we'll be looking for price to move back higher. All right, let's drop to the hourly. Now with that current sell-off, probably not going to find a reversal pattern at all. So what we're going to be anticipating is that we see something like this happen. Okay, we're going to be anticipating or looking for this to happen, therefore giving us a change in the state of delivery and something we can work from to help frame the idea of our bullish bias, get our structure aligned with our bullish bias, and then we can look for a position down on the 5 minute. So we haven't got the reversal yet, so being patient on the hourly structure, revisiting before open. Euro futures. So we did anticipate price to sweep this high yesterday. That didn't happen. With the consolidation and the respect of this order block, that is why even after this sweep that I've been looking for price to reach for this high. Obviously we have respected the external range liquidity here, the ERL, and finally price is displacing lower. So we'll be targeting this area today. Moving from external to internal. So let's roll with bearish today on futures, Euro futures. And we get a change in the state of delivery here. We get a bearish change in the state of delivery. We have low resistance liquidity, aligned with the -2, -1 region. Price is already at this level, so -2 would be our target. That's also below or through that daily FVG that we're looking at. We do see this as a bearish hourly unicorn. So we have the breaker, we have the sweep. Even here is our sweep. That's our stop hunt, this run higher here. And then you can see prices push through. We actually have two FVGs aligned. So we have one right smack bang in the middle, which price came back up to and respected, and then pushed away. And again, price respecting the bearish PD array here and pushed away. So some nice confluence here for bearish price action. We have left behind some equal highs here. So it's a juicy level of drawn liquidity here for another day, hopefully. I'd like to see price move up, into a bearish PD array, therefore giving us an opportunity to move to the lower time frame and grab a position. So overall bearish on Euro futures. Moving to gold quickly. It's going to do the daily bias today on gold and Dixie. So on gold, gold has had a close below this bullish FEG. And if we just run the range out here, I'm going to look for gold to move lower into this discounted bullish FEG, it's in the discount of the dealing range here, from this low to this high. So if price moves lower, looking for something like that. Okay, so let's run with the bearish bias today on gold. Moving over to Dixie. This is already marked out from yesterday, so perfect. So price swept this low, therefore we look to move internal. This internal has not been closed through yet, so it's still in play, and price is reaching for that. And there's a good chance that we can anticipate this level to be potentially complete, or our bias complete, by the time open happens in a couple of hours. So my bias for bullish may not even be relevant by the time New York Open arrives. So I'll be reviewing that just before open as well. So bullish for Dixie at this stage. Let's have a look at GBP. So GBP, I think we're working from a legacy high for a sweep. It was this high here. And by legacy high, I just mean an older high. So there's no recent high that we're working from. The most recent high was down here. And from this sweep, we just continued to push higher. So I've sort of discounted this high here and using this legacy high, which we did find a level to consolidate at. So price is consolidated, and we're still in this range. So price is still within this range. We had a neutral bias yesterday, which is perfect. Like, yesterday's candle couldn't be any more neutral. If we can get some expansion through the bottom of this range, look to sweep these equal lows here, then we could potentially start looking to move back for a bullish bias, because this would be an external level, our most recent information. Therefore we could look for price to move higher. So I'm actually going to move to bearish, and let's see if we get price to sweep these lows. Have a look at the hourly quickly. So if we look here, this would be the first moment in time that we had a change in trend. We had a change in the state of delivery here with displacement, and price has respected that level. We can see that here. It's continued to respect that level and move lower. We've also continued to respect bearish PD arrays. And if we were to use this leg for our standard deviations, we do have potential target region down here, -2 to -2.5, which is aligned with all this low resistance liquidity here as well. So I might leave that on the chart and see if price does displace below these lows, see if price has a willingness to reach for this target area here. Okay guys, thought I'd better mention that My Funded Futures has a new Starter Plus plan available only in October. You can purchase between the 1st and the 7th of October using code Jimmy. you'll get 20% off. So really, really good value. The Starter Plus, no T1 news rule on eval or funded. No daily loss limit on eval or funded. 50% consistency on eval. No consistency on funded. And 1 to 10 micro scaling on eval. 1 to 5 on funded. So a pretty cool new plan here from My Funded Futures. Go and check it out, guys. Make sure you use code Jimmy to get the best available discount. This is the rules here. So check that out. I also posted this on my Twitter. So feel free to go and check it out and study the rules if you're interested in purchasing an account. And Apex, Legendary Apex have extended their sale once again until the 9th of October. Ton of news this week, guys. Great opportunity this week to expedite some evals. It's honestly one of the best ways to build capital. Okay, you've got $85 PA fees as well, so moving from eval to funded, it's only $85 at the moment. It's a great opportunity to build up some capital. Apex allows you up to 20 accounts to copy trade. So, you know, $100 trade is a $2,000 day. It's that simple. So it really is a great way to look at approaching your trading. So plenty of news to take advantage of Apex's sales. Go and check it out, guys, and make sure you use code Jimmy. Love your support. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Again, please sub to the channel if you haven't already. Would love you guys to help with getting the subs higher. Let's keep growing. Let's work together and providing as much value as we can each and every day. Thanks, guys. We'll catch you tomorrow. Be live streaming tomorrow for the midweek market meetup for Ascetic Capital. So come in, check it out, throw some questions in the chat. I really appreciate when we can get the community involved, and we'll go through and have an epic stream. All right, guys, until tomorrow, bye for now.